Hi, Julie here from Sauvie on the Lavender Farm. Join me while I handcraft a lavender curly willow broom for a customer using old world broom making skills. For supplies, I need a curly willow branch, about 400 lavender stems, sisal twine, drill, file, saw or pruners, scissors, and a leather cord. I'm using my jigsaw to get a smooth cut. I want my handle to be about 24 inches long. I like using branches that are about 3/4 to an inch thick. Each broom I make has a unique look from the twists and bends of the curly willow. After the handles are just the right length, I will drill a hole about 1.5 inches down from the top of the handle. This is where I will attach a leather cord. My drill hole is a little smaller than 1/4 inch. Next, I'll drill a hole about 3 to 4 inches from where the bottom is. This is where I will tie on the twine to wrap the lavender stems, forming the broom brush. Next, I will take a metal file or rasp and smooth out the rough edges at the top of the handle. I'll also take the time to knock down any rough patches on the length of the handle too. And lately, I've been adding a coat of matte or sometimes satin polyacrylic to the handles to add a little bit of luster, and it really brings out the rich colors of the curly willow branch. Alright, this is Boo Boo's favorite part of broom making. I am making what I call a pull loop out of a bit of twine. I cut the twine about 12 to 14 inches long, and I'll go ahead and I'll tie the ends together in a square knot. Now, the most important part is to put this pull loop where you can easily find it. So I'm going to go ahead and slip it on my wrist. It's crucial in the last step of broom making. I'm taking these 4 lavender bundles that I dried earlier in the year, and I'm going to put them together to make one giant bundle, and that will become the lavender broom to our curly willow handle. Each one of these dried bunches holds about 100 stems of lavender, and you'll notice that these stems do not have any lavender buds on them. They've been stripped off and used for other projects, but the lavender scent is in the entire plant. So when you manipulate or squeeze or twist these lavender stems, you will release that wonderful lavender aroma. Here I'm securing it with a rubber band, and I'm going to gently tap it on the floor to get the top of our lavender as flat as possible. Next, I'm going to trim off any of the stragglers to get the top of our brush nice and flat. I forgot to mention the broom frame. It's a wooden dowel with tennis balls at the ends. The twine is wrapped around the dowel, and I wrap enough twine to make several brooms. I place the broom frame on the ground and I secure it with my feet. The end of the twine goes through the hole I drilled at the bottom of the curly willow handle. Now I secure this with a square knot. Once the twine is securely attached to the handle, I will center it in the top 5 to 6 inches of the lavender brush. Once it is centered, I will begin to wrap the brush onto the handle. My feet and arms will provide the tension needed to get a tight wrap around the brush. I try not to overlap the twine, and I keep the tension consistent throughout the wrap. I like to wrap about 6 times around and then move my twine up the brush to make a second wrap. Remember the pull loop I made? Before I get too far into the second wrap, I need to insert the pull loop. This is crucial so I can end the wrap and secure the twine without any glues or fasteners. When I'm ready to end the wrap, I hold the twine down with my thumb and I cut it a few inches long. I take the end and thread it through the pull loop near the top of the brush. I grab the bottom of the pull loop and with a hard tug or 3, pull the cut end of the twine behind the wrap and out the bottom. This takes a lot of force, so just keep at it. There it comes. Just take your scissors and cut off the remaining tail, and that wrap is not going anywhere. Now it's all about making it look pretty with some finishing touches. I need to smooth out the top of the brush once again, and since I can't tap it on the cement like I did before, I do it by gently tapping with the sides of the scissors. Sisal twine tends to have quite a bit of loose fibers, so I like to trim those up a bit too. Some folks like the unkept look at the end of the broom. I like it trimmed up a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and trim the broom about 4 to 5 inches up to make it a nice, flat, smooth surface. If I do this right, the broom should be able to stand up on its own. Lastly, I'm going to add a piece of leather cord to that hole I drilled near the top of the handle. That way my customer can hang it up on the wall if she chooses.
Subscribe, like, and ring that notification bell for more on growing, cooking, and crafting with lavender, and visit us at SauvieIslandLavenderFarm.com.